pledge love and loyalty to we country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. At this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they bye. We they are, we just a try. This year don't come up and dry eye. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they bye. We they are, we just a try. But this year don't come up and dry eye. We pledge we love and loyalty to we country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We salute.
Country, for the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. I guess a carpets, Gaman Keraka, Gaman Konica, Gaman Keraka, Chamucham, Gaman Monica, Kai Bomb, Gaman Konica, to present for the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. It's a witch. And they go and they beg. Come and shake. The people that they gen. Then I go wash shem. They make me put the king in the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. And the future, forgive them by scripture. They make me put the king in the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. Don't forgive them by scripture.
I pledge love and loyalty to we country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute.
It's like now the same thing I upload, forgetting that not the correct post, but it no matter. Now the same music and everything. Now the date and the topic now indifferent. Today we can examine something very serious, but I make the topic very light. The topic is una Tink una do Larra till Pearce. But not so that's not my team. My team more serious than that. Because I want to talk to Sierra Leoneans. I want to talk to Sierra Leoneans. A country cannot continue for 60 and more years in deception, lies, and all these kind of things with all the resources where that country gets. All tell they can lie and kukujumuku and rikishi. But the fact is, when I not do that woman, I not do any harm. A good one I don't do for them. As alone. When I don't put them on the international platform, she is now of more credibility, and she's going to get a job if she wants a job. Maybe a job will go pay her 5-10 times than what he been get from Salon. Then say, when people not appreciate pumpkin, Maneke oden kanengo eat. And this would on deeper since Jesus was a boy. We they take with birthright, we sell them for Kokoebe. We then say sell birthright for Kokoebe. Now they do na Sierra Leone. A country with so much. But just because we know one discipline we self-discipline, ethical standards, for make we run with country, let everything work for everybody. We sit on they play Dukunu on the hand game. We feel say now people there they do. Hey, foreigners will forever prosper in Sierra Leone, and Sierra Leoneans will forever be in poverty if we not wake up. Because some of we don't wake up, so we're not in that zone again. Foreigners will forever prosper. Go to Sierra Leone today. Be in Sierra Leone in 1960s. Be in Sierra Leone in 1940s. Now foreigners been they prosper. The indigenes, they suffer. Because we know they use the one thing where God give we brain. The image and likeness of God in us. We then talk about now the Bible and the Quran, we not they use them. Alter leg shortcut. La fen me own. That woman a professional. Yes, so they don't go vote today. 100 say for make them pull them. 36 say no. 1 void. We get 142 members of parliament. 11 of them are paramount chiefs. So if we get a vote of 137 today, the question is where were the rest of the members of parliament? And who done are the members of parliament? We're not being there today. Why they're not being there? Because they're not they just grab and say, hey, tomorrow they go vote, then they give notice. And you don't give notice. But we swear na lucky they be boku. Then decide, they mix the last there. It's going to reflect on Sierra Leone.
Big time.
It's going to reflect on Sierra Leone. On a picking and future, now they don't kick so now they do. On a future, now I don't kick so now they do. If you have said that for spend money, build them, burn, host them as alone, now I make you progressive, you people have to think twice. But before they go further, Mr. Toure tell people that do so because they are ready for talk to Sierra Leone.
Famole mina kabo plenty kusheto na nyabonde se awana abisie. Kama minu second no sukuri nuto. Famole mina kabo plenty kushe. Today we come back for talk to owner. And this, as my co-host put on to owner, a very serious issue. The topic, a light-hearted, we feel to say na Larra tilapia suna they do. No feel to say una they do. We just the show we say for waiting we be. But how long we go there now we country? We they sell with reality for replace her with fiction. Then say a bird in the hand is worth 10 in the bush. We greedy, we mago, we lie, we are wolf. That woman there, when I don't make her now, respected individual in the world. Why? Because she stood for what is right.
Exactly.
And she was reprimanded for doing the right thing. So now you go find out for say there will be governments all over the world with the headhunter for letting people work for them. And
of government is going to get a good job with international institutions.
What you would they fail for realizing as Sierra Leone? Always with the focus power things them way less important to waiting most important. As I can always say, we priorities they're always wrong. With the focus on diamonds. Yes, diamond wonderful. With the focus on bauxite. Yeah, bauxite wonderful. Iron ore, it's all wonderful. But the real resources now we country, where we for hold Very, very, very close to we heart. Oh, for investment, even more. We're most important now. Any country are the human resources.
But before you go before sir, I'll let you hold them.
Okay, sir.
Then the resources we don't call so almost rarely we the benefit from them. Because along the line in this program, I get for show, I do all the research, I get for show a paper. Let the world see almost what they get from their resources here and why also they bigger. Then you look back internally at the economic realities, you will see all the benefit from the resources there in the hands of foreigners. Go ahead, sir.
You know, we know what they all the time with the abuse, with the misuse, the real potential what we get, the human resources. We get constitution. All man they talk say, oh, they never get a Newton's constitution. Now we begin use the one way we get. We not use the constitution what we get now 5%. Mostly then they breach them. Mostly then they abuse the constitution. And when we they do that, people then from outside then they watch. They say this country, not a country we're serious. Even the young rules them where them put them, not they follow around. Tell me, country where not they follow rules. Nobody, no they we go take a hard hand cash for kind investor now we country.
The one that they way go there.
Then go for way.
You know that and they go there?
Now the one where they come for captive.
Criminals and drug dealers. They will go and invest in Sierra Leone.
Because you scare them
then
away.
Sierra Leone will turn like Haiti.
We are already a banana state, a banana republic. And that's the reality. Why would they do this to ourselves? Why we continuously they put people them we're not worth a penny for run country. If you get a country, you put thief man for be your leader. Resources not go ever do because he go thief all thing for himself.
The fact is, let me make this clear now. Let me make this clear. Okay? If people get the leader they deserve. This is not about APC or SLPP. It's about a political class that does not know their heads from their tail.
Not at all.
It's about an intellectual class that does not know the value of what they are. It's not about political parties because I see this Fulaman, we don't know saying a Fulaman, feel saying a Mende and SLPP, that Peter Dauda, they can't say na. What about the sacking of Samsumana? We are not here to defend rubbish, Mr. Dauda. We are here to talk about what is not right for Sierra Leone.
What is wrong is wrong.
What is wrong is wrong. It's not about who did what or who did not.
I'm glad you where you
and some of us are no longer laughing about the nonsense that is going on in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone belongs to 8 million people. And I'm one of them. If I'm hot, I'm hot. And nobody can stop me from saying it. Because I have not come to pass in this art for the sake of who be joyful. I have better things to think of. Okay? Mr. Dauda, some of us are not narrow-minded. If you want to learn how to be a decent, civilized person, I'll teach you. Because some of your statements manifest that you are not decent, you are not civilized. Two wrongs cannot make a right. Okay? What is wrong is wrong.
This is the thing.
63 years plus. Everything has been wrong in Sierra Leone because of narrow-mindedness, stupidity, and ignorance. And some of us are getting annoyed. And nobody can stop us from saying what we want to say. And maybe someday soon we'll find a solution. Go ahead, sir.
You know, I'm glad the way you hit on this point here. And Mr. Go just say to Mr. Dauda, this is what is ruining the environment. because Sierra Leone not a moral society anymore.
In the first place, we have 53 All People's Congress party members in the parliament. Those who voted against, if we want to make it political, we are just 36. So that tells you it's not a political thing. It's a connivance by a political class to defraud and continue to defraud the nation, to give our resources away cheap for them to have pittance in their pockets. This is the game that has been going on since 1961. And it's high time we say it loud and clear for people to understand that this must stop. It must stop. Too much of one thing can be good for nothing. APC is as culpable in this thing as SLPP.
It's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. Morality, they in total decay. And when you talk about morality, now the very thing we make with the talk religion. Everything for do with religion.
I mean, don't they say people then for stop for praying as say
you get right and wrong, and that religion they teach we. Something is right, it is right. If it is wrong, you condemn them. If it is right, you uphold them, and you celebrate it. You fight for what is right. You don't embrace what is wrong in the place of what is right. You don't do that. Only in Sierra Leone, you find out for say, people are no longer fighting for what is right. Rather than they fight for them paddy, then they fight for them brother, then they fight for their clan, then they fight for the
school. Get small money in their pocket for go below buy motor car.
And they refuse to stand up for what is right. Now, Sierra Leone as it is so. When they elect somebody, I like he kill person. He's right. Then they clap for him. He wound person. He's right. Then they clap for him. And somebody where they dislike, where they hate, I like he bring heaven come down to earth. He will be wrong. I like he feed them the same way when Jesus feed 5,000 people with 5 loaves of bread, they will still say wrong. And you cannot build a country that way. Right now, they don't sack this woman. This woman here, what's in people in the face?
You get nothing way lost.
You know, get nothing way lost. While them they investigate and when they do their nonsense, when they do their kuku to muku and all the nasty, then be still they pay money.
You know, get nothing way lost.
You know, lost nothing. And now they can't
get another job.
If you sit down, he enjoy picnic. So that money there could have served the people them worthwhile. But no. Instead, they sack him for doing the right thing, for replace her with somebody when the even worse results or reports pass waiting Larra. Because the facts come back to waiting we talk now. Me brother wait something wrong, he wrong.
He wrong.
The person where they can put today now, waiting with the hearing, me not see the report too.
Makes sense not shame because
awful.
It's like honestly, I'm not interested in those documents anymore.
They say it is awful. And if it is this awful, as people and they claim, what is APC doing? Then very APC, then they write now what they talk so.
Then she don't they cause
they do picnic, then call her retreat. They don't know the meaning of retreat. If they know the meaning of retreat, retreats get meanings. And this is not the problem. Me and me co-host on the talk and I. Why is it that Sierra Leone and them all time we get different meaning of words? Different meaning there. Totally different meaning. When you talk about retreat, if not the military term, now when an army group of soldier man them move away from an enemy, either because they don't defeat them, or because na tactical retreat for me to engage the enemy, and then they can be in for me to go overstretch the enemy. Is that what they're doing? I don't think so. Because when they retreat,
I will ask you then this one question.
For review the mistakes them what una don't make. How una go put them right? But I don't already hear the leader his speech where he go make the reconciliatory. I don't see olive branch. Over 6 times.
I don't care about their reconciliation or whatever, Mr. Toure. If you want, they can take dagger and stab themselves.
Ladon, me brother, do you obey?
As a party, a government in waiting, then sit down all these things they go on in Sierra Leone, where the implication bigger than what you would see.
Because
and they have nothing to say about it.
Where am man they retreat strategically, tactically, they try for extend or expand the enemy for lead them into an ambush. Now that they go do for lead SLPP into an ambush, because SLPP not win elections, they not get the authority, they not get the mandate, they are not supposed to be there. And what is sad about this thing where they go on, APC is an institution, not a one-man getter. They all go into an agreement. You can talk and I when a union person will understand better than I. Then go get a plea bargain. And that plea bargain, how do they call themselves? Then go get a joint agreement. Then get a consensus. Then decide. Then get the leader. Then all sign a document. When they don't sign the document, what they come out now, so they say, we'll not mix again. You don't do that in any institution where you go call a political party, we get constitution.
But this is what has been going on in Sierra Leone since Jesus was a boy.
If not be me, go inside there, I agree with somebody, then I come out and say, no, I'm not agree again. Me, an individual, I can do that. But as an institution, where you get several layers of people, you cannot do that. When you go in and make an agreement, you keep to those agreements. Well, if una they represent we are not able to keep agreements, Uda go want to do business with una from from outside. We go and inside we country can do serious business with we. We are not reliable. Una don't agree. Samura na the person will lead una. Una all sign in agreement. Una get a consensus. Then few people then come out now. They say no, we not do them. We do the contrary. Then una go against the person, the only person amongst una, we decide for go by waiting una sign for. What did they tell you? What did they tell us? They tell people say, then people they are irresponsible. Then people they are. Yes, sir.
Sierra Leone is bleeding. All those idiots, Samura, etc., they can go to hell. Sierra Leone is bleeding. We are bleeding from intellectual poverty. We are bleeding from lack of ethical standards. We are bleeding from the highest level of ignorance. Because what is happening in Sierra Leone now is the maximum of self-sabotage.
Totally.
So let us not make issue with what in the rubbish APC they do. They can go to hell and see how beautiful Satan is, as far as I'm concerned. Okay? But the point at issue is, the people of Sierra Leone don't have jobs. The people of Sierra Leone don't have food to eat. The people of Sierra Leone are finding it difficult to live day to day because of high level of economic imbalance in the country. We have one of the highest level of stagflation in the world. When I say stagflation, Now, high runaway inflation coupled with other economic imbalances or high unemployment, high levels of crime, etc., etc. So talking about Sierra Leone, now let's put APC and SLPP aside. Let we tell Sierra Leoneans what they need to know. Those who listen, fine. If they don't listen, fine. There are certain times in life, do what is right. If people don't appreciate it, let it be. Larra Pearce did what is right. Sierra Leoneans don't appreciate it. So let it be. From now on, the suffering will heighten. And she has nothing to lose.
Well, the thing is, the people that would stand for what is right, the population already stand with them.
Because the people want it that way.
They already stand
The
with them.
people get the government they deserve.
Because all this when they happen, it don't reach a point now where Sierra Leone will say, this is not what we want for our children. This is not how we see ourselves the next 5, 10, 15 years. Because if you see somebody they talk, we're supposed to be a leader. All through what's in it they talk. Now me. Nothing in what's in it they talk. Inclusive. Nothing what's in it they say to una. Not a show. Collective or cooperation amongst una for let una facilitate things that will go back una lives them better. Just like what you say, we busy, they sabotage we say. We busy, they damage all the possibilities there. We're going to able to raise the people's standard of living. We're going to able to transform the people's lives. What is there? Like somebody called me today from the very Sierra Leone. Hey, Mr. T, how you do? Christmas they come home. Now I said, tell Christmas I do for me. What you see?
Let me show you something. I hope the public is seeing this. The decision taken today by Parliament is going to lead to loss of investors' confidence. It downgrade we country in rating globally. So serious-minded investors are not going to put their money in Sierra Leone. Whoever is going to Sierra Leone will go there to reap and loot. And we get a lot of resources in that country. We get a lot of resources. We get over 14 mineral resources. We get large agricultural potential. The economic picture of Sierra Leone as it is very bleak. The things them what we need for make we come to and regain confidence from people. Not all everything about investment is the money. The confidence alone, say we can go yonder and invest safely, is good for the country because there are times you don't need for go bring investor. But the fact that people entrust you, society, you can take sovereign loans for undertake certain projects. But you know what in this blind fool we country, we don't depend this mama thank him since Jesus was a boy. Small thing we go to IMF, go bigger.
In the Manjalanji culture.
Okay? We can take sovereign loans for undertake certain projects. We can do several things for bring investment without involving direct foreign investors. But all of that is lost by these actions. I, for one, as a Sierra Leonean, I have friends in Norway that have money. Do you think I'll take my integrity and go lose it in that place? Huh? You think I'll do that?
I suppose in way a brain not a tick tack, not a walk.
At the end of the day, the people continue to suffer. And the situation on the ground as it is now, You get more foreigners in the country doing business that are not accounted for. Go to Tonkolili. They are Chinese. They are Ghanaians doing mining. They will tell you they are illicit miners. How illicit is this illicit? When, as a matter of fact, these people operate in the country, Sierra Leoneans see them. Don't the authorities see them? You see how corrupt and unworthy the political classes?
The people safe, not the problem. Because they're not going to tell me for say, at this point, they're not able to conceptualize the foolishness where they go. What will be small, where will be us? What will small as Sierra Leone? One of the first foreigner they will be see the camp. Where Salon begin the boom. But then Syria man there. They be the count bondo. They no get agaga. And Syria, when the French then take over, then divide into province. Aleppo, Damascus, and one other one. Then Lebanon. Lebanon was a province.
Yeah.
They all be there under Syria.
Yeah.
And Lebanon, now the Christian and then go left there. This is what colonial people they do. Now make people working, they come out all the time, they have a colonial. They're not they go any side, it better the local people there. They don't go no side and seek una interest. Then they come for better themselves. But it is natural. If I go to do business anywhere, I have to think about me first. But we still get man and we go to school, we still go international community. Whenever you call them, if you get cake where you cut 3 parts, they want 2 parts, they left 1 part for you. Well, then Lebanese and they, or then Syrian man, because I be Syrian, they all be Syrian. Before they divide, then go and separate ways. Well, look there now, how the entire Sierra Leone. Now then they take all what you get now with country and they can go for go help Hezbollah.
Who that give them? Who that give them?
You know, because we all sit on there, we all contribute. We only contribute. Everyone.
Do you know the history of how these guys came into diamond business in Sierra Leone?
My brother, now let's make Udena tell them.
Do you know it? No. Are they come? I should not be the one giving all the ideas to Sierra Leoneans. Sierra Leoneans need for make effort for find out what's wrong with their country.
But even the efforts they make, they put steam before them. Cook rice, put them before them, dish them, they not they eat.
Well, it's fine for them. It's fine for them. It's fine. Hey, this is not Jama bearing. One person not they cry past Jama. Especially if the person they cry no need for bigger to nobody. Okay?
Well, you know, see that don't come out, can't talk or say, we they do the same thing, Samsumana. This is what they have been doing, not just Samsumana. And that's what they try for town and say, it is the culture. And we have to
1955, the British made an effort to have local people involved in diamond mining and selling for create wealth for local communities. All the lands the way they give and say, on a miner, on a they sell to Diamond Sierra Leone Selection Trust, then take the land them, then go call foreigners say, on a can sponsor we. Well, on a mine, if on a get diamond, on a can sell to we they go sell our can give on our own. That was how Lebanese entered into our diamond industry. Unlike Fulama, we go, then do work, then get money. I want to understand the scenario because I want to link up with the rubbish we be then this year, we then begin on at Fulama them. I told you it's an economic war. But Sierra Leoneans are so blind. Now they don't go pull Larra till Pearce. Yes, you fine. The economic war don't take shape. The people of Sierra Leone Let God help them 2025. What I mean, the hardship will get for going to that country. The hardship will get for good. So mango see them 1 week, you know, able to eat one month or less.
Well, then they're busy. They call all man all over the place. Say Christmas they come. So you say when they call you, tell them for say, let them tell Christmas I do for you. Christmas Kushel, how you do?
You see, you can help people to an extent, but not beyond what is humanly possible. I don't know, would I teach people them that religion of dependency? Because when you look at it, that's what religion is teaching in Sierra Leone. Now, about God day, you go get a next one. You see, don't know how they suffer. And the very religion tells you God make you can take dominion over this earth. You know, they use the power of God in you. You see, don't they suffer? You allow you compy man go now to get the same birthright for mislead you. Then they sing in name. This is what we have been doing since 1961. I'll tell you, I will not get leaders. And leadership, that's not leadership that is our
problem.
It's our stupidity that is our problem.
And part of the stupidity, we can never organize ourselves.
The leader of any place is not a stranger. He's part of that culture. He's part of that mentality. He's part of that modus operandi. How we think is how our leaders think.
It's so funny. I remember when they grow up. For the man, they look low upon them when they ride on Molanki, and they all work, and they do houseboy work, and they be taxi driver. The highest way you can see them, a taxi driver. Well, they don't repackage themselves. Now they are lawyers, they are doctors, they are engineers, they are lecturers. They are even doing better per art. Now, all the best singers in Sierra Leone, I mean, they look through the songs them. The man, if not like, go check out yourself. Almost all the hits them.
I full of about them this.
Our knack, na Fulaman. The other one where they talk say, we're so popular when a Casada Kitchen make the rain. What's the song in himself? It's so popular. Na Fulaman. All the nice song them, even that one where they call LXJ, na Fulaman. All the top singer them where they pull hit songs.
They are all Fulani. I know.
All Fullers. What are they
but the issue here, not only Fulani are the problem. The Fulani and the Lebanese not to them our problem. Now we the people of Sierra Leone are we own problem.
Well, Fulani not a foreigner, and even the Lebanese themselves.
And the Karam is not about issue of being foreigner, it's about issue of how we think, my dear brother.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I am backing you.
How we they think, now we real problem. How can a whole nation be stagnated? We they talk about caste system, not so?
Yep.
We they talk about caste system. The same Malinke Fulani caste mentality now in all over West Africa. But why is it that other parts of West Africa are making progress? What is wrong with Sierra Leone?
Senegal, where they say they don't take the wrong road. You see how they recalibrate, how they team up together.
Yeah.
Man,
Gambia,
woman.
Gambia will be in the under with Rade. Look at me 40.
Yes. Gambia, the same thing. When they get a leader, we do well for them. We do so well. But when you can't lose direction, then see say it don't become too violent. They realize for say one person not go pull them. All the opposition party strategically they come together. Then pick somebody will not be even seasoned politician. Then ultimate be enough. That this Barrow. Yaya Jammeh lost. And when Yaya Jammeh agree, then he said, no, agree but not agree again. I know they come on power. The people them. Now then force resist them before ECOWAS go join them. But we now, we the way like ECOWAS, we everything are the opposite to they do. We no want for do nothing. We no want for take no responsibility. And worst of it, we no want no risks. No risks. We just wanted them put up for a plate, like where they can take for say, you proud like red pamine, you know, where they put red pamine in a glass plate, in the bread. We just wanted them put in a glass plate like red pamine with bread. But we don't want the responsibility.
We have to investigate. We have to investigate for find out why. Now I make you find for bring up the issues here, and not for sugarcoat them.
Look that boy. Look that boy. Now Senegal. Now him. Now the leader. Then put Katuna in aid. Then lock her in jail. Because of the blemish they put Panam, he cannot run as a president. He tell a younger Baba they lock with him. He say, well, me no go team up. And they give me support. You go. No, no miss with point. You see how people they work in a community?
Why can't we work the same way in Sierra Leone?
Imalu Ghana. This man
and let we ask the question, why can't we work that way in Sierra Leone?
Because the way we are wired, we get bad at, we selfish, we not think community, we think individual. The Camarega culture where they talk about.
But it's all over West Africa.
That is the mentality we have.
What is so wrong about us that now we for take and pass all West Africa?
It should be me.
That's what we need to find out.
If it's not me, nobody else should have it. But look na Senegal. That young man say, Bobo, me, they don't put penda for me. What are the men the penda? You go before, I be you. And the Bobo said, when he do him, when he succeed, he said, now you're not prime minister. They already work together. If not Salom, they don't scatter bad one because Salomon ungrateful, he cannot do. If not be you, be telling me, say, now, Bobo, go before me. When I go before, the very first person who they lock up before they come out now you. This is the mentality we have. We are self-sabotage. We are just treacherous. We not think community.
I asked a question where I wonder we answer before they go. The culture in West Africa, minus, let us say, far east of West Africa, Yoruba land, them place then they. The culture is unique in the sense that, well, I take the upper Guinea coast, from Senegal up to La Côte d'Ivoire. The culture is unique because now the same people them speaking different languages. We get the same cultures, okay? But why is it that Sierra Leone, na day by that day? Why you not get a Gambia? Why you not get a Senegal? In the Gambia, they get one of the best examples of communal living. They hold themselves so much that if I come out na meals, I go na train their house. They don't cook down, and they eat day, and not they expect for eat na meals. Why are they out? If stranger can na meals, that portion will be for it, now that stranger they eat them. If people can have a culture of exchanging food at that level, they tell you how close knitted they are.
Yeah.
Why is it that Sierra Leone will not forget our trust in each other?
And the word that's now you know we think so. We don't kill that trust. Why? Because
now we kill them on a team we grow over time.
Well, we own population is even more unique than them because we get more diversity. Sierra Leone is very diverse, which is supposed to be our strength. Wherefore, even make we come together even the more. I'm glad the way you talk about that because I do remember
about with diversity.
At one point, we be they work a little bit together because even when we they grow, mama they all be they do osusu. Now osusu, why is you eat for one person? The first person will be they run away.
I know while we debate, while we answer this question. Because I think I know the answer, but I am not going to give that answer. Why is it that Sierra Leoneans cannot work together? Why?
When are people away are not feel to say we are aware, we get the self-awareness, the Sierra Leone awareness in us, and we are orientated in who that we be. We get self-esteem problem. And
You see, we always feel
we family fabric, it don't well because we not live as family units, even in the homes. So it don't come now, it don't expand now, nationally. Because really and truly, that love, even within a small family unit, it is not there anymore.
But if ambulance, then they will love you and kill you for your money.
Exactly.
But the question is, because that's not still answer the question. Why? Because as far as me concerned, as a small boy, I experienced unity in Sierra Leone. Okay? I grew up in a rural area, Songo, as a small boy, up to the Tewadon Primary School. There was unity because Songo was a cosmopolitan place. You get all the ethnic groups of Sierra Leone living in Songo. Okay? There was unity. There was no problem. But after 1964, we started going down the drains. Till Saudo reached to today. The question is why? What happened to us? And the answer is simple. But if you tell this Salo man, he will feel saying a nonsense you they talk. We threw away the spirit of God in us. You know the spirit of God in man? And the knowledge in man, and the spirit of God. A nation will not respect education, not ever make progress. All the rich people on earth, go find out about them. Then respect knowledge above everything. Now I make most of them now the biggest readers of books. And they seek knowledge continuously. Sierra Leone, we not seek knowledge. We use knowledge for push we ego. I get PhD. Some man after in PhD, now they read the book again.
PhD, not inherit.
Especially then one day when they go into politics. The minute you see enter politics, you not get time for it. Even in laws here, with some of them members of parliament here, they go past them, now they read them. I want to let you know that, yeah?
Oh, we are addicted to reading.
And just they go high knee. And before they high knee, and for don't contact them for greasy ego. That's how we are. We threw away the godliness in us, the soul, when our knowledge, we threw it away. There was a time in Sierra Leone, I will let go read and say, Bailo Barry, say David Nicol. That's what is killing our country today. Sierra Leone is bleeding. Because people not go in search of knowledge. They're not going in search of knowing what they should know for them to be able to use their environment for their benefit. Now, I make 90% of Sierra Leoneans can never do business. They have to be employed because they don't think. A businessman, now a thinker. If you don't think, you don't succeed in business.
I'm glad the way you bring that. I get an experience where somebody called me, asked me.
Work not day. You not go make work for yourself. Don't you have brains?
About 5 people of their family don't pass through Guinea for cancer alone. Then they lodged to one particular man where a family friend where na Fulama. When they all go, when in the left, when they put $200 here, the man is saying, Money not for the between we. You know, they take up to 5 people, $100, $200. A man not the taker. So this time here, one panda family member they want for pass na Guinea, they lot to the man. They feel bad. And they ask me, but this man where you get money, you know they take him. I say, because money has never been our culture. I say, even Pantimni, where you go any side, you get a culture, when a two-way culture. You get kakuri dekabatar. Any side where you go, you when you receive the person, now you welcome the person, then the person shake your hand. And all them things and then a gift, not to money. Now I tell them, I say buy present, buy nice watch and perfume. Game. He called me to tell me thank you today. He said, Iman, the man was so thankful. He shake we hand, tell we thank you. I said, that is the culture. I said, an insult for take any African man we know the knowledge of me culture. You give money in an insult.
That insult. And our money we don't take put before us alone make with the
bring this talk here.
That insult.
And now you talk where you talk about this knowledge basin where we don't broke. We not and that's make I also say we are not orientated in who we are.
Because we don't find out.
We fail.
Not when they come by magic, you for find out.
You're the fakeness. Because quite a lot of people are proud for being Nova Scotian. They're proud for being Maroon. They're proud with people like about Timbuktu, Winner Malian. They are proud of everything foreign as Sierra Leone, but not indigenous Sierra Leonean.
And all these children proud of na Sierra Leonean. You fumble come out Timbuktu, now the culture of Timbuktu they practice na Sierra Leone. Ask any Sierra Leonean who say Pearce society come out. They don't know. Pearce society is a Malinke culture.
Of course.
Not only Sierra Leone, they
Burkina Faso, the Central Africa, you know, we people, you know,
they are a lost people, my dear brother. That's why we do everything against we welfare. It's sad for a
as we learn books, so
be working against its own welfare.
As
they will tell politics. Who that tell us in politics now they practice now?
In fact, the problem where we get even this tribalism, if you look into it very deeply, when it comes by religion, we they work together. We don't fight at each other. But as it comes from politics, and tribalism day. So I can tell people, I must say, yes, sir.
Amen. That you not call tribalism. That you not call politics. Then two things and they point to the fact that we don't know who we are.
We don't.
If we know who we are, we will not be doing what we are doing.
We don't get a clue.
Like this man, Peter Dowda, they can't talk in Aboku, like say, when they talk against Infambule. He doesn't even know he has Fulani origin.
So start with Dowda, not a family name na Sierra Leone.
Now first name, now name.
So if he's very orientated, if I don't go investigate for make him know a real indigenous name, that is not your name.
I don't care whether you call person Timni, you call him Mende, you call him Bandi, you call him Loko, you call him Kisi, you call him whatever. All these people have a common root. Malinke Fulani root.
And the people that way you compare for, not they call him Dawda, they call him Dawood. What's not Dawood? David.
The Arabic name. Not David.
Are you Arab? No. Is that your family name? Not at all. My first name. But this is all part of
people need to go and find out who they are to stop misbehaving. Because Sierra Leone, the misbehavior don't reach at the highest level. Those that are supposed to be educated, now then they lead the national misbehavior gang.
Me can tell you about my family tree. First, second, third, fourth generation, and even beyond are still
Me
investigating.
I know say me people then come out before then come Africa.
But unfortunately, you get Sierra Leonean them. We don't know anybody beyond them, Papa.
Plenty. Because we
See, if not the
kicked knowledge
majority.
away. We kicked knowledge away.
Because if you don't know who that you be, you don't know your root. Any plant where they bear delicious fruit, they get deep roots. Any shallow rooted plant, like orange, if you root this shallow, it is sour.
Yeah.
So if you're not a human being, you don't have any, you're not orientated in self. You not get an idea of Urana, you papa, e papa. And in fact, when we they grow up, we they pay attention, because if you want to pull sadaka, what's in a sadaka? What would they call Sarah? Now what they call Sarah?
The man they call him Baki.
Yes.
The man they call him Sadaka, and the man they call him Sadaka.
So you can hear where then they call the same thing when they do in a church. If you're not Catholic, of which me not be Catholic, when you go to a Catholic church, when they pray, then they say, Saint Anthony, pray for us. Saint Peter, pray for us. Saint Michael, pray for us. Saint Joseph, pray for us. Then they call upon the saints name. We serve in Africa, we get saints. When we people let me they pull Sarah, you can read them. Ya Maria Manga, ya Botenga, ya pa Duramodunga, pa Santiginga, pa this, that. That now una ancestor line and they call so. All those that have gone forward. So now make people like they come out, oh, this is Ram, this is Ram. All the children do in church, we do in our culture. But we are so removed from we self, or we are so disorientated about our reality.
They are around, but they kill sheep for Maui die in Arabia.
Yes, every year. Hey, I don't Sally. But when I say you, Papa, hey, not for kill for them. And Catholic then go say, leave the dead to bury the dead. But Jesus Christ, where you they call by every prayer where they pray, you don't die. You know they are alive. You know, so it's just a matter of let we begin to ask questions. These people came to our country, they told us everything about us is wrong.
And we accepted because we are not thinking.
I said
we
something
come back to the fact where I begin with knowledge.
I said something to you yesterday. I don't know if you see him. That Chinese man, a scientist, we say he don't do DNA all far and wide. He get the shock of his life. He said the Chinese, na Africa then come out.
Impossible.
Not so possible. Na fact, I said that to you. And
impossible. Why I say possible? There are a lot of facts circulating on the cyber highway where we need for double check.
Yeah. No, I get another one where Dr. How you call him? Dr. Waiting, we don't talk about the Japanese and the Chinese.
For all I know,
we talk about them coming here.
For all I know,
Africa, yeah.
There was a time all the continents here have been one landmass. If you look at the continents, then shape,
yeah, Professor,
you will say plus or minus erosion and other thing, they're able to fit into each other like jigsaw puzzle. That one I know for fact. And I know say the human race at some point, we were all living in close proximity. And I know say migrations take place where people learn the way they find India and Asia, then get connection with Africa. I make a tell you say possible. Even the Caucasians of Northern Europe, it's possible say their roots are from Africa because environment can modify a lot of things over a long period of time. Okay? But the question about Sierra Leone is, we are all migrants coming from other parts of Africa to seek refuge in the forested region of West Africa. Why is it that today we're not able to work together? That's the question we need to research and find out. And for make we able to research and find out the answer to that question, we need to take up the attitude of seeking knowledge. But for as long as we feel say we can pass now this world for can do slave labor, answer yecha matcha, then pay we salary. At the end of the day, we go bluff. I don't achieve this. It's always going to be this way for us in Sierra Leone. You know, to make countries like Nigeria, with all them population, I put this thing down first. We will talk about that later. Country like Nigeria, with all them population pressure, you know why they are making progress?
Because they are strong in who they are.
Two things.
The Yoruba.
Not the Yoruba no more, the whole of Nigeria.
The whole of Nigeria, the Igbo.
All the ethnic groups. Then get two qualities we lack in Sierra Leone. One, then get a strong understanding of their cultural background. Whether I say Yoruba, you say Igbo, you say Hausa, they know their roots, who side and come out, and what in their culture stand for. They know exactly the traditional industries they would have been get, then still they use them for make profit. They know these traditional signs who they been get, then still they use them for make profit. We will left all down there, we go turn Pumui, Poto. 90% of the Sierra Leoneans in Europe go now and Oshi and picking us have been nothing of their national language. This now before come online, you hear me they talk Creole to somebody, no so?
Yeah.
You know that I've been they talk to?
You Peking.
We born in Norway.
Well, some man they talk English to Peking, they beat to Peking back there not talk Creole.
And the fellow
English.
can speak French, he can speak Norwegian and English perfectly.
We Peking bilingual. Peking can talk any language we're available to them, where they grow up.
Yeah.
You know? And you see, now England, now Yoruba, they're beginning to talk Yoruba.
Yeah, because they get in cultural.
They're Indian. They're Indian.
Culture.
They're Indian and they beginning to speak Indian. But for us, it is an alien thing because to start with, then we ate. If you begin to talk Creole, you go poorly English. But children are bilingual. My daughters, all of them.
United Nations Institution, UNESCO, in 1958, declared that mother tongue is necessary for learning, especially early stage learning for build concepts. Then get a day in February every year where then they celebrate as International Mother Tongue Day. We don't even know about that in Sierra Leone.
We're not interested in anything with you.
Yeah, because we don't know who we are, Mister. Mister.
Because
you know they make you get interest in something. Now where you know better.
I don't know
why.
When
you don't know better, you not get interest.
Do you know?
You know get interest, pa? Egoistic living.
And for
that's why the best you can get with the Sierra Leonean, call a party. Now they say retreat in Gambia, not really they all told them.
They lick drum here. What they want for do retreats na holiday resorts, then they go country where the niche na tourism. Now they wanna go. Where you they go na retreats, first and foremost, na a spiritual thing. For let una go take a good look at yourself. Una need a quiet environment. Na mountain tops, na monastery, na very, very, very quiet area una they go. For let una get a good review of una self. All the mistakes they all don't make. For let una correct them. But then they hala, they make rudeness. Because to start with, now a sanctuary una they look for. A quiet place. A place we're close to God. And even army, when they retreat, either they don't defeat and they run for their life, or tactically for them expand the enemy, for make them go able to draw them, so they go surround them. But we not get a clue. We go school, they're gonna sideway na tourist environment. So then go there, then go follow themselves, then drink, then chat. Now that business now we good at. That's all we know. But me know
that's why we don't make progress.
Me know one thing. But some exposures where I don't get now the Pakistani. Now they Pekin and they talk Pakistani. When they go to government, the party go to Pekin. They talk to Pekin. My father said da. Bengalis, the people are from the Bengali them. Then Pekin only talk Bengali. Indian and the Pekin only talk Indian. Yoruba people, the way where they Pekin is Yoruba, not even funny. In fact, they get a common thing where they only do the Pekin when they born our first and second generation, and they unbox their parents, how their parents are so tied to their being Nigerian and how they're proud for me. You see the people that when they sing, even when they sing English, if not Igbo, they use Igbo vocabulary and words them inside. And not just they sing the English, they mix them with Igbo. Now they see white city and they sing their Afrobeats, then they sing then they bring themselves kind of the world market.
Mister,
So they know who they are.
Mister. You see, it go tell before Sierra Leone change. You know what you do? The Sierra Leone are not a listen to knowledge. Everybody sabi.
I'm not interested.
Everybody sabi.
Sabi.
If you they talk so, then we say na nonsense with they talk. Now I make up don't tell you say, I'll soon change my way and begin to write books. Wait man go read them books then I go make money.
I have white friends. You know why they carry me O's? Because I know this with manic, I know they put pepper. And they cook original Sierra Leonean food. And guess what?
No, that's say with man not they eat pepper.
Well, now the mentality, that's what we get. When with money can Sierra Leone and money O's, hey, don't for cook pepper, they know they eat pepper.
Let me tell you something now. You don't mention something.
Because they are not proud of, we are not proud of who
you
we are.
Listen to this. A Danish doctor, Peter Manquist, who was my medical officer, and tell me say pepper good for the human health. He tell me all the things that way pepper they prevent, including cancer and hypertension. A Danish here in Norway. Do you know they make capsules out of this cayenne pepper? We'll get what they call rotifunk pepper. Do you know that? Do you know it's a multi-billion industry? We'll left for develop. All the one that will say then Sabi book, then they go sit down at parliament for sell them birthright for cocoa ebe.
Man, what will they grow up? Lots of ashes and charcoal they use for us with more. Where with man bring fluoride car, we left farm. And that is them. But guess what? Now the biggest selling toothpaste, na charcoal.
And they come. Not tell you
I don't put on a tube.
Okay, now you know about that. I knew that years ago. Do you know the best tooth cleaner? The best tooth cleaner. Now salt and ashes. And do you know? I don't know if you be meet the tooth powder or them they sell first them. That's Sierra Leone. Brown stuff so be they pan round bowl way they open powder. Then they tell her with that brush, that hard brush.
Yeah.
Do you know that it is charcoal, ashes, and other ingredients like that, and they take make that in there?
Anything when we own, we're not interested until we man put on packet. Now we rush to go buy and pass it.
Now I say Chinese they make gara cancel.
Well, we go buy it now. We're proud of them. Anything when we own, we're not proud. But now, where we they so? Chinese food now multi-billion industry. Indian food now multi-billion industry. The whole world they talk for say now African food is the best. But we are not proud to sell it. And if we will get them, we not present them to the world.
We're not even think of how to improve on them.
If we not do them, then who don't care about them? Who don't care about them?
You see, I don't know. I really don't know what's wrong with we. Whether na genetic issue, we don't use to ram so then transfer to we, or maybe we have long faced traumas and colonization when they affect we so.
I can tell you one of the reasons we make good answer.
Mm-hmm.
You see, slave trade, it caused a lot of problems. What Medicare go, not to the Alaki one and the Medicare, not to the Alaki one and Medicare, now the better one and the smart one and Medicare, the strong one there. Now make you find out for say sports now. Now the one that with the go and then we know. If
But
you find out for
that slave trade way they talk so.
the one that where they think, then we don't carry them go now the full one and the left.
That slave trade way they talk. Now the last point of slavery that we have to understand in Africa that the first point of slavery started in the 10th century.
Yeah,
and people were not taken across the ocean. They were taken over land. And who did it? Our leaders did it.
Of course.
The slavery across the ocean. Our leaders did it. They connived and collaborated. The present slavery, where now nobody know they go take we. Now we they run camp for we self willingly. Who that cause?
No, we lead that day.
Well, because people look at Africa today. All the young people are running away from Africa into voluntary slavery. You will know run because you know they see eye to eye with the nonsense what they do. They will do everything to force you to run. I never wanted to leave Sierra Leone. I was forced out in 1998.
Of course, we all. Majority of we. Look one culture what we get in Awala. Very archaic, very brutal, very evil system. We still get on there. And how they be the user now? If you go there, you do well. They don't get you in their mind. Homicide, then they kill you. And all they need for them is not answer questions. Because in those days, many decades or centuries, at that area, if they catch you, you thief rest, a death sentence, then they kill you. Then the entire rest now you earn. Nobody know they ask question. Even at the river. When they find you on any side, the body don't almost decay or don't wait in, they see the rest of the hand. They're not even important to police. Okay, apply. This na thief, man. A thief rest. Then just dig na the swamp and bury you there. No questions asked. Today, politicians ask, and the local people say, this tradition here what we get. Not to one way we for continue with. If you catch somebody thief rest not valuable past person in life. Now for report and investigator and make the law make it take a course. 30 days to this day why they talk so. Well now, if I don't like you, I will set ambush for you. In as much as what they know for say you're not teacher, we can they don't say we don't rival to a woman. I ambush you in a net. I kill you. Tyrus na your hand. Even our time. I fear again. Nobody ask question again.
Right.
So the point where they make now, and I just support what you
talk from.
We're not innovative at all. Any society will not use knowledge. In fact, when they say you innovate, this person innovative, that person will get knowledge, we're interested in knowledge, we want for change things. But we are comfortable where we are at. Even when you show them, I win, so we don't do an IAU. You not go try them. Let you see if you work better.
You go find for Salon. You see, what the Sierra Leonean needs to understand is that life is not a sympathy journey. It's not a path where you seek sympathies all the time. It's a path where you have to stand up to the challenges for you to survive. You know the difference between the white world and the African world? The white world is tuned into the survival DNA. Every 4 months, there is a shift in season. So nothing is stagnant or permanent. Then therefore they move around. Then therefore they think about how I go do for protecting myself. When winter come, how I go do for grow food within 3 months. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
How I go do for survive when flood come. How I go do for survive when heavy wind they blow. Like last night, the wind will be in a blow now. It's like, because are they in a valley place where they're between mountains? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You know what that mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's survival mode, a very active in the northern hemisphere race. Whereas we in Africa, everything is comfortable. So we don't used to that sympathy mode.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody relax. And because we can't wear into an economic system we don't understand and never try to understand them, rather than we find a way for blend them, we they take the extremes of all them modia. Now we survival mode because we no one do nothing for improve ourselves. Now I make corruption don't take over our societies them. We want to survive because we don't see the benefits of the survival mode, affluence. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas for the white man, the affluence is a product of surviving. If they did not create electricity, they would have died. If they did not create the car, it would have been difficult for them to move around, especially when there are changes in the seasons. A lot of things we then produce, we bring comfort to the human race. Now, out of survival, then do them. Whereas we now, we want to use them thing then they, but we now make the effort for bring the change and development, we bring them thing and they into existence. We want to buy a car, but we cannot produce the money to buy cars, so we go and steal money. But all of this can be solved. Asians, they don't solve them. Not only Africa with man colonize. Then colonize Asia, then colonize South America. But all those other parts are doing well. We know they do well because we still relax.
One thing we don't pick out, then even as much as we didn't colonize them, they know who they are.
They never left their cultures.
Exactly.
They never. We throw away with culture.
We're so proud of other man culture. Me and you, they use proverb there. African adages. But who Africa man no? Like Julius Caesar in the court. Shakespeare in the court.
Look at the whole parliament.
You know?
They go sell the country economy by voting to take out an auditor general for asking a right question.
Any country when a president they talk.
If we know we culture, we know they do that.
Any country when a president they talk, if they talk in another man's language, we get a problem. We get a dire, big problem. Now you see with politicians and what they're interested in before they talk to the people, engage with the people, then they write message on Twitter. How that message they trickle down to you people?
I don't even know side and go pull the culture of press release in a salon. Honestly, what does that mean to the people? Press release. Who are you talking to?
We people them get a culture na Mandela and get that horn. Puru, puru. Summon the people them for come, they can talk to them directly. This don't happen. We the elder them, we don't see them. We don't think say we need to do something. Now we own area, the radicality system. They get up, they knock and bam, bam. Well, now the culture where they don't want to
not be serving them.
Yes.
Because you get the number of times so then they knock if na meeting they will let people and go 7.
If na die emergency, I think na 7 times. If na something where na like what I say, like breaking news, where we just need for aware of, no, I think na 3 times.
3 times.
Yes.
If na burying, then they announce, then they knock on 3 times, but distance they in between.
Yes.
Then they knock 1, it take about 5 or 10 minutes, then knock again. Then in a different ways where then they communicate with that tabule.
Yep.
Because they used to use it at Sungu.
We get all them things there. Where they look into we chief sentency system, especially the Makeni and Magorka and Losar one way connected to the secret society. They have their ministers. Then get health inspector.
But even the Alimami system, then get the ministers.
Yes. They get past Antigi, they get past Kurumabai, they get past Dikali. They get them. But the one na them Makeni area and Tonkolili is more defined.
Yeah.
They even get tax collector on the Gbogboro.
They get them.
Then they get the chief priest. That chief priest, when the chief died, then they become a paroch. That means to say, now in the regent's chief, make sure they put everything in order. That's the transition to.
Yeah. He is a transitional leader.
Yes.
And when they come for elect the new chief, now in the chief elections officer.
When that's done, they remove himself from that Sunday, they can't again.
They come on the chiefdom.
Because enough for influence the new dispensation. It's too powerful. They did it. Pass if something happen where they get for consult. So you go be like a consultant.
Exactly.
Then go send somebody to and say, this don't happen, this don't happen. And that's now the new compromisum. Now in the goodie. That the new chief priest. He say, there is fire on the mountain. As soon. Then bring gifts them for them, then give this. Then he go tell them, so in neon days, where something like this happen, and so would it go, and so would it go. And all them thing and they show say Africa, we get the best Sierra Leone. We get one of the best form of consensus management, information management.
Well, we don't have it.
We're not use them anymore. Because
we don't have it, my friend. You don't have what you don't have. Say we get them.
We get them. Because I have investigated these things.
We have sold out. We have lost our soul. I told you this in the beginning. We sold the humanity in us.
Kapursoya and the defense minister. Like by now, we don't summon all the youth them. Tell us, say, then leader, they are not good for we. We have to take them down. Then they go there for the good of the community. Then they agree. Then
and another thing we don't lost sight of. Do you know that every African surname is a point at the occupation of the family?
Yeah, true.
How many people know that?
And that's been the tradition of old.
It is across Africa.
Mhm.
Not only West Africa, across Africa. The surname, they point to the assigned occupation or trade of the family. Because in those days, they grew up in a family with specific trades. What means say professionalism been there with the people them. Udan a carpenter in Pekin and Pekin them, in brother Pekin, they all they be carpenter.
It is not the
And
family.
when you look at the white world, they still have that culture.
They traded it in the family. It's part of the
They still have
family
that culture.
in niche.
We will take everything we throw them, then we turn ourselves into zombies. Now I make now they misbehave by ourselves. We say
Even
they
if
make
school themselves when they go, it's tradition. If your papa go to this school, now this self they go. Now yeah.
But now the same thing we say being if you make papa not in power, man, you say they join power.
Yeah.
That's also.
Yeah, true.
What is wrong about that?
But
what is wrong about that?
Look, Sierra Leone, I cannot believe a great man like Lamina Sanko. We talk about all Pan-African there. We left him out. And he is more a Pan-African than quite a lot of that man can at Cambridge University. That man an academic. That man look the situation. He say, I don't want with man him anymore. He gives himself Lamina Sanko. He gets rid of the Jones name.
He was Ethelred Jones.
Yes.
Ethelred Jones.
He called himself Lamina Sanko. That Monday, now him, now the construct of SLPP. Now him called by Pharmatas. Say, Lord, we do this thing. We not get PEPU. We not we make a party. Lord, we amalgamate this country. Lord, we be one people. In a Creole, but a different Creole. Now the only Creole man we proud for take Sierra Leone indigenous name. Creole man, they proud for get Yoruba name. We're not proud for get Sierra Leonean name. But Yoruba are native. Tim Liman are native. Limaman are native. You don't want that kind of native name. But Edrel Jones saw
Ethelred Jones.
He took Lamina Sanko. We're supposed to have an holiday in Sierra Leone when Lamina Sanko did. These are all the things, but we don't.
Mister,
even SLPP, the slogan.
Mister.
Yes, sir.
That word suppose to pull out of our vocabulary. You know why I talk the way I talk here? Because I know the people don't know. So I'm not supposing anything. I'm telling them what is right. And anything you are talking now, would I want let go find out. Let prove me wrong.
You know,
I spent my time, I spent my resources researching. And I'm still doing it.
Something fundamentally wrong with me.
So not to guess what can they do when they talk about salon. Not to guesswork.
Why can't
we are wrong in a lot of things because we not care about knowledge.
Now then, if you want to exclude the most powerful thing will ever happen in our country, the Creole people, we want to exclude them.
You see this always they see so? Now, facts about who that we be in West Africa. And this I did not get for free. I took time, I took money because I wanted to research who we are and put it down for people to read. And by the grace of God, in 2025, it's going to be published. This is just one of several files then where I get now may talk on what in West Africa be. You see all of this?
Mm-hmm.
Cannibals in Sierra Leone, Christian missions in Africa, continuing breaches, interest, Arabic origins of the fundamental myths of Western identity, etc., etc. We don't do these things. That's why we have lost our soul. And I tell you, this platform basically in a data format for make we exchange the ideas here. Let people like Peter Dowda know that it be.
No, the confusion.
Because if they make comments and all I just they laugh. The man don't know that it be.
Peter, they put down that.
He's not an European, is not an African.
Neither here nor there.
And that's what most of the Sierra Leoneans are.
We problem is bigger than we think. It really deep.
Our problem is socio-psychological. I always say this, but people seem not to understand. Because then think say, but left boy, I talk, all thing fine for them.
Now the most common
then document will show you so. Plus everything I don't do is costing me over $5,000.
The most common name now in the Sierra Leonean community is Jeremiah. You know Jew? You know Jew?
They go pray in the Nigerian church there, what they call them, say Jeremiah. So then say don't take that name.
It's so sad.
And the funniest thing now, when you talk to Sierra Leonean, the next minute in Jesus' name, IJN, I can say, what is wrong with this?
Those are the ones that I am scared of than anybody. Anybody where they meet, when it's small thing,
What is wrong with them?
Are the freedom. He went away, anything, wallahi billahi, are they run like a craze.
That dependency mentality.
Evil people then.
Not so evil, they are just dependent. And because they're dependent, they not get the ability for think innovatively, then they look for shortcuts. So therefore, the few smart ones that we know them in psychology, then they use them for go do crime. Yes. Why? Look at the whole parliament, they go vote per nonsense. Then they sing and dance today inside.
They don't get conscience. They don't get conscience.
Because they have a dependency mentality. Those guys, then later you. Looking at Sierra Leone, what do they see now? Mental colonization. The greater percentage of the people are still mentally colonized. Because if you cannot have a way to think and take decisions on your own, if you have to be influenced by somebody else, if you have to be influenced by an external factor, that means you are mentally colonized.
You know, it's in a new phrase, what you always talk about with you there. I say, anybody know the reason, it can never be reasonable. No wonder we have a lot of people who are not reasonable. Because if people then vote for you, they send you.
You're not servants to the people.
You go for serve, for guidance, service. If you're not able to do that, then you are failed. Exactly, you are failing your responsibilities. Now, the whole of Sierra Leone, the only man who don't ever resign. Now, they call him Desmond Luke.
Jamil Rousseff did recently.
Then Jamil Rousseff resigned recently. Recently, I have so much admiration for him for doing that, for doing so. But for many decades, that record will be there until we Jamil broke him.
So why himself do him? You know, broke him. Now do he do himself because he has integrity.
No, the reason we make a saying a record, how you go get a country? Then they slap us in a parliament. Can you imagine Jamil Sahid, not to member of parliament.
They go slap parliamentarian.
They go slap parliamentarian.
That was how we are.
Parliamentarian not resign.
And that is still what we are.
In principle. Then in fact, now you the parliamentarian, then they sack. When they sack you, when they need you, then call you back, then bonya you take harm. I have seen a lot of things that happen where they ask me, say, ethical values and principles are no longer in our country there. Because some things then it's not about money. I told you about this family where they can Guinea.
No, Mr. Toure. Mr. Toure.
Yes, sir.
One thing I think you'd always begin to understand about me is that in my life, not everything is about money.
It's not. It should not be.
I have never put money before humanity in my life. If I've been put money before humanity, I want to tell you one thing today. Hearing?
Mhm.
And I tell you, are very intelligent, too. But I can be the worst criminal we Salon go ever see if I want to be criminal. You know what you do?
Yep.
Anything I want to do, they take time. I look at them, they examine them
Mhm.
through and through before I take action. If I want thief, I will not look at all the loopholes them for make them catch me now first at the settle. But some of us cannot be that way because it's not in my nature. Number one, I don't want if you know me good, I don't want too much praise from person.
Mhm.
You know why?
Yeah.
You know why?
You're not a humble person. You get humility.
Minus humility, I not believe in shortcuts in life. When people begin praise you too much, the next thing they would want to use you to take advantage of you.
Mhm.
So you therefore guard yourself against that.
Yeah.
If I want to work with you, I'll work with you. But the minute I see say you want to lead me, sir, no one go. I tell you, say, Paddy, go away. I don't need you. I believe in the humanity in me. That commandment within the Bible and the Quran, I believe them. That we all have the capacity to be what we want to be. So who are you to come and create barriers for me? I don't need you. Especially when there are people out there who think the way I think. I would rather associate with those people than associate with other. They create dehumanizing conditions for me just because of money.
I can ask you a
And
question.
at the end of the day, with all the money they make, if you not create standards, you die go. That money all they go in vain. But me, you go up na salo here, Iboku money man then. Jesse Samuels, Alaji Abdullah Sise, they said, where are their monies today?
Yes, Samuel's dinner, he dead bed, he cry, he swear APC the Holana. Then play ungrateful and play on Wayo. They're not talk about now the history of APC. No. That man then na sponsor APC. APC no be get money. Now be drag man them. Now the Creole people that they get affluence. Now they get money. Now they sponsor Mammy James. Mammy, you know. Now then people and they able for gather people and yewo and get the affluent Creole people and the creme de la creme, those that can make things happen. That mammy they become Unity Party. Part of APC na Unity Party amalgamate to it.
Yeah.
Just like how SLPP amalgamate with Lamina Sanko Ion Colonial Party. Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Now we culture now waiting a married.
Yeah.
We culture Sierra Leone. Now waiting a married.
Married na as far as we culture go. Not what in happen now as far as we culture go. Married na an institution where they enter into, they expect for commodity. Traditionally, when we people them married, they know they talk or think about divorce. If the worst come to the worst, the woman go move come on at the married, those go far. But the issue of divorce was never part of marriage in Sierra Leone. But we today, marriage is an economic venture.
Big time.
So even when then they do marriages in social or between social institutions, it's about temporary economic gains. NGC.
Well,
And then they are lucky themselves so now.
Well, let add what's up yonder. Marriage is neither religious.
No, it's not. It's a social institution.
No transactional. In fact,
No.
marriage came before religion.
Exactly.
Religion not a God maker.
But Jesus
God
Christ
now
never had
worship
a
God
religion.
bring worship, and apart now with responsibility that where God make we for
Now,
worship
before
God.
you dey go far, I'll give you 2 examples. Jesus Christ never had a religion. He created a religion. Prophet Muhammad never had a religion. He created a religion.
Now we make religion. What am I make
Now we
religion?
look
God
at-
not make religion. But
now
guess
we
what? Before religion they come, married don't they?
God been don't give
Waiting
a
are they
lot
married?
about how we for coexist.
Waiting are they married? Waiting people and they fail for realize. Not to the white wedding, not to the pastor a blessing. If you do all the one and day without waiting at the real thing called marriage, at the parental consent, you gonna grown, the past say, we don't accept this man for being your husband. You butu, then put Hannah, you eat, then bless you. Then a hold that man and put on to them, bless on to. Now that marriage, then I ain't God they bless. Now that marriage, they when they care go, then go do religious rituals. Then but when they already married, that is the married that we culture. Without that, I don't care almost do wow Imam read. Without that, I don't care almost 27, Psalm 27, the Lord is the light of my salvation. I don't care almost of that you read. Not to marry. Marriage is supposed to be so simplistic. That person. And in fact, in those days, then they send people for go scout for know the family because for people then get a belief say, and look at the seed. You want for know the seed. Not go marry the bad seed. So then they send people for can scout for know the family before they send somebody for can say, hey, we want for come. Then they ask the woman, consent. Just consent, parental consent. But now with society, a church wedding. If not married in a church, I'm not married.
Well,
Married
see,
in the heart.
you don't put them in the physical form.
Mm-hmm.
When me put them, I put them in the union of spirits.
Yeah.
Because in everything where they exist, you get duality.
Yeah.
And if you tell people and say God get duality, they would say, what's in a man they talk? God has duality. God has a feminine as well as a masculine side. The creative nature of God is feminine because femininity represents creativity. Okay? The side where they maintain order of God is masculine because the ability to maintain order is masculine. Okay? When you make a marriage, you bring 2 opposing forces together for create unity. And why do you need the parents in it? Because now from them forces here originate. Then energy therefore be in synchrony. If the energies of the parents are in synchrony, that marriage is going to be of the same frequency. When it is not, trouble done for them. If you go marry you for the Lord, not like you, you don't total.
Married woman where will not get the same spiritual connection.
Because sometimes the parents don't want you.
You are as good
They
as
create hate energy. Hate.
you are as good as being in prison.
Yeah.
Not gonna ever be happy.
Wait,
And
let's tell you now. You're glad you bring this marriage thing. that energy of discord we get in Sierra Leone, that energy of mistrust now get in Sierra Leone. Because we not get people in the society where they look up to say, let them wire bring we together. All these children they talk about peace commission are hypocrisy. Because the energies are not there. Man is mental. And anything mental now energy where they flow. God is mental. God is not a physical form. God is the energy of intelligence. It gets your level where they oscillate. We humans will get to a level where they oscillate. And because everything around us is frequency, that's why even animals, then they react to certain sound level. The worst form of snake waking friend, that cobra, in their man know the sound level than they use, it behaving self with him up. Lion, South Africans and get the than the whistle, it calm down. We are energies of frequency. When the frequencies meet, harmony the day, peace the day. Sierra Leone cannot be in harmony. You know why? We have dishonesty energy in us.
Yeah. And to start with,
We get mistrust energy in us.
we're not able to understand the strength of a woman because I be the check on something where I find out something very interesting. You know, say man and woman, this energy we they talk about. Women are perfectionists. Now make woman will always come to compare you to the best. Woman, they always want a man for
Women are the instruments of evolution, my brother.
It will come and tell you for say, boy, you know, say, then camera they don't go holiday today, will not go holiday one day,
Yes.
go holiday.
Not because you want food, it's a low plan for that.
And they look for the best, get the man for be the best. While we man then now, they compare ourselves to the worst and not the best. Like for instance, if you come on a treat, you wave cap. You see, you know they sit on the house. You don't gonna treat, you don't come also. You know, the man they reply. You know that tell me why they go and they come back. You come in the man and when they go to treat, they sleep on a treat. So man, they always compare himself to the worst. Women are always they compare themselves to the best. Now,
well, it depends again. It depends. That's one I go tell you. Say it depends on a lot of factors.
Man, woman, if you can't, you bathe. The bed gets close now. Yeah. It's not perfect enough. Why close there? While man now, they push the close. It fell away little. Woman now, it close enough for the bed. The whole place there. He get for take him back, he shake him, he this, that. There are people and we believe in perfection.
Well, I'm not going to say perfection, but they want harmony. They want harmony and they want things to be synchronized. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
They know we cannot be perfect. And they are not perfect too. But they want harmony. They want synchrony. And one of the things we know they understand about them, they always want for tease we, for see we soft spots. If you know that, then you are fine with them. If you don't know that, then when they go to extent, when they begin get problem.
Why is it that?
Because it's their nature.
Then they talk about love all the time. But then when they fall in love, then go do picking. When they're small, they go do love, picking. That romantic love. But when they want for marriage, then they look for security. While we now, we don't mind if the woman not get. We don't mind if the woman not sabi book. We don't mind if the woman not wear shoes. We fall in love completely, and irregardless status. When they look for status, They make them get.
Maybe the recent generation concern more about status, but I will tell you, in their natural state,
They
they
get
look at security.
because they get hypergamy. Then
And
believe in hypergamy.
security for most of them is not about how much you have. It's about stability and the potential we don't see in you. A woman can marry you not get job, you not get nothing. Yes. Except if there is, because they are always prone to external interference. Okay? Somebody from outside can easily influence a woman, whereas you party them or whoever not able to influence you, you don't take a decision.
And I feel to see that the white woman and they do that too because a few, even black psychologists, one American psychologist say the white women and I see potential.
Now, even the black women, they see potential.
I think we don't lost that one day.
Now
This
they do.
microwave business here for
They do. Hey, mister. Oh, they talk about economic salon, they are big.
When me don't say anything while they talk about salon,
especially that generation we grew up after 1990. They are destroyed. They are destroyed. The generation after 1990 is a destroyed generation.
Even that one they say we relationship then corrupt because we not respect the vow, both the men and the women.
Okay? That generation they then go bring war, then can't teach them about barbarism. They were not de-traumatized after the war.
Yeah,
so when they talk about NTR, look a little bit outside that box.
Yeah.
Some amongst them who were fortunate to have some level of stability, then they behave normal. But the majority abnormal. I'll tell you one reason. That's why I find it difficult to mix with Sierra Leone. I talk to them, but I find them difficult to mix with them.
Difficult.
Because I see a lot of abnormalities in the behaviors. Whoever plot war at Sierra Leone, it did a great disservice to that country. Part of the reason we make the country this why they now because of that war. I go tell you, even inside the country, Mr. Ture, over 80% of the people are traumatized, yeah? And some of them, you go see them as big responsible people, but they are highly traumatized. Highly. We have them in government. We have them outside government. We have them associating with the government. Read voting and the rights on social media. Listen to the videos they already flow on social media. What you they listen to now? Trauma. Highly traumatized people. And one of the reasons we make they do so right now.
Yeah.
So if we talk about marriage,
even the family is broken.
let we look at the politics in Sierra Leone. What kind of marriage is there in our politics? Because there are marriages in our politics. They'll take marriage as a social institution where people and they come together for the sake of convenience, not so? And for make them create harmony, not so?
Yep.
Have you seen harmony in the political mergers that we have in Sierra Leone? I'm glad they bring the marriage talk.
Well, I'm glad the back when you talk what you talk because marriage means a union. Now the meaning of marriage, a union coming together.
One of the things they want to do with politics for make we bring stability in our country now, not they do.
Yeah.
Instead, everybody they go together for economic reason. This pull then go pull Larra till Pearce the marriage cause. When a marriage for economic reasons, some man don't put money in a pocket. I listen to that, I see the other and they vote, then Bima and through weird. One of the other calling him for go vote, I see it take him mobile phone, they look, I say this one tell na how then they call themselves orange money, they don't send my phone. And that's a talker. And those guys are
everything is
cheap guys.
transactional. Everything,
Yes.
everything. You know, when you see, you dey go give us the money, you not take am. You go give money, you don't take am. Well, you know, we say because we don't lose with values in Sierra Leone, Guinea, and they don't still get them. They still get them. You know what money? Money not fully here. Because there is an African adage we talk for, say, a united family, and they eat from the same dish.
I'll tell you one thing now. 1998, when I go Conakry, by 99, I've been they live in Kontebui, Matoto. The yard where I've been they live, now the chef de quartier in Os, the area chief, because Guinea then get a structure, they get section chief for them, you understand? This pa, a French they talk to me, we they communicate. I tell them, I don't forget me French as well. This power papa, so I begin learn them back. So I begin practice this thing. Then this power we can't use. I mean, one me they live now the room and palawa rent. You understand? But anytime I cook, they call this parcel or eat. If they come, we sit down, we eat. One time, I go also like I bring money, I pull a gam. I ask me if I do rent. I say no. Now I say no, I keep a month done. I can gam. But the eat, we two they eat. And he telling with, say we cook, they pull for me. You see how our people live?
Simple, effective.
That part, I don't know say that part. We don't live in a cell, you need to talk your good one. One day, somebody can find me at the yard. We sit on the talk. And the park I sit on near way. The man they ask you that na this passe na me landlord, I say na in the area chief. And the passe he said me not area chief, he said me na your papa na. I was shocked.
But that is the culture.
Yes.
That's the culture.
He said me na your papa
So
na.
we culture how we be there.
I was shocked.
If you go to any town, you go to the chief or any big man where you nominate, you say, I'll come to you, the papa na. Now I'm going to be like your mentor, now I'm going to advise you, now I'm going to show you the rope of that within there. I'm glad the way you talk this.
Let's just done the story.
All right, okay.
And the part tell me, Usai been there na freedom, na fireborn. And they been there where they hustle. Now tell me, say, get 3 picking a salon. He said, we Sierra Leone that we don't know. He said, Guinea and Salon are one country.
Said it.
I begin to tell with the history. Now that part, the first person who make our way say, there are Timneys and Limbas in Forek area.
Yeah, true.
I say one day we go waka, let you go see you fumble them. You want the way born now.
Sheku Toure say, he say Guinea and Sierra Leone, he say we are condemned by nature for the way they side by side. You talk about this knowledge again. You see Creole people learn. They make a lot of people feel to say Creole language because they don't get knowledge. Creole experience.
My experience.
A smart people level. So boy then come FBC. They can study. But they greedy bad. So when they can study, then in their group they study. They mix with other people. And then they cook by turn. When you see the one when I eat turn come, we don't cook done, where you can not the study. When we say bande. When you say bande, it turn back. Then it's so they all begin, they lost one, they all disappear. This turn they happen. They say, and the crewman say, we notice that when they say bande, they all they lost. So, now, bande are rest. Like,
Food
so,
not ready, rest not
so
ready.
that this Creole man decide for stock them. So one day when they come and say bande, when then they go, they watch them. And they follow them, till then they go to them corner. And then pull this straight and they find the rest, and they find the rest. And the Creole man can say, so now this one they call bande. Why let me not invite me self light and I go tell old man. He said, but una self una greedy. When una can go with a study, we all they eat if nagari, we all they share. Una just the case bande, una all lost una kaka eat right we all. You know, but he was smart enough for that. He said something is not right. Something is strange here. He's talking them.
And the other thing where people don't know, what we call Creole is the amalgamation of almost every ethnic group in West Africa. The only thing is,
in Africa,
then they talk broken English, and that broken English, not to Sierra Leone and can establish them. Now the medium of communication will be there between them and the people that them in the work for.
And then people in there, some are French.
Yeah. So they mix all the languages, then they with their own language. Especially so where they all been come out different parts. Whether they talk Yoruba, whether they talk Angola and Wotin, whether they talk Madingo. All those languages are found in this language called Creole.
And then bring them can now, after 400 years, then bring them come amalgamated in one value. And that value they na the first diaspora, African diaspora, we didn't bring come. So the experience we didn't get that 400 years, now they call Creole. So not to right. They left Yoruba, they left Igbo, they left Chui, they left Fula, they left Mende, Soso, Madinga. Some of them even come out from East Africa. They catch from all the places, then go from one experience for these slaves, and they were misused.
When are the worst form of dehumanization we do to ourselves.
Exactly.
Because now we leaders them sell them people into it.
And that day the distrust begin.
Now they work.
Nobody not trust the company.
Now you don't come to the last point Rabbi will make. I ask you, say, why is it Sierra Leone turn so? We get caste system all over West Africa. I was going to solicit you to reach this point. I make a tell you I know they give you all the answer. You don't come to the point where you want to reach. Originally, when the Arabs came south from North Africa, the first batch of people come inside the forest region because they wanted security. They wanted safety. Then another centuries later, other batch come for country and go to run away from. So the mistrust tipping. The mistrust tipping. And that 400 almost years of slave trade in Sierra Leone, I have found out a lot of facts about it. People willfully lied on people to sell them. Brothers sold their sisters, sisters sold their brothers, cousins sold their uncles selling nephew and niece.
Neighbor, they ambush the company. Somebody they send a company for go get water, then he go ambush them.
Yes.
He don't make arrangements with the people there. There are quite a lot of mistrust.
So that mistrust, it don't print now with DNA.
Yeah.
For make we get rid of that.
We are psychologically damaged with all
we
the
are damaged good.
Yeah, we get a lot.
For make we get rid of them here, we get to stop this superiority complex with the inside we.
And when they back, the one waiting at the farm and the one waiting at the house, then get a wedge. Because you see, a slave where a happy slave, now the worst enemy for freedom.
Yeah. Especially the Auge privilege.
Maybe they work inside the Oswin and Nani. And then they go inside and company because they don't get any reason for run away.
Yeah.
Because then see themselves, then what happened? They wear the bossy coats. They have coats, then we get way boss na hand, na bongo. So you're not ready for go anywhere. So if you notice say they plan anything, now they go report you, then they cut you foot. Because when they catch you,
then tie you, then beat you.
Then they cut you foot. Then they cut you chose them come out.
Okay.
Yes, that's what they did to Toby. When he refused to answer the name, he said no, they answer the name. In a kunta kinte. When the monarch answer the name, then break him, and with all those things, where you see conspiracies, you see betrayal, you see them, you fall in love with somebody like you're a slave, you fall in love with another slave.
My man numbers with other and Peter Dowda. They say Creole still they carry the surnames of their slave masters. And he has a slave name.
Dowda.
He gets European and Arabic slave name. Some people are funny. Peter is European.
The Creole are the best.
Dowda is Arabic. The Arabs were the people who started slave trade in West Africa.
My brother.
In the 10th century.
Film
day for that. I don't know if people don't see that film. Film day about that. The Arab Trans-Sahara slave trade.
Yeah.
Film day about that.
Waiting this, then people are they fail for realize. When it come out say we are the most educated people. If it went for the Creole, no go get education as Sierra Leone. Because now them bring education can as Sierra Leone. Now them the missionary
go do some research. Left for the talk no more.
Because where them bring them come, then the missionary then come with the vocal rehabilitate and so start forget the schools and the CMS grammar school and all that and they were formed for the Creole. Not for
Dowda is the name of the Arabic slave masters, yeah? And Peter is European.
It's so sad. It's so sad. Man, when you ignorant is bad enough. But when you ignorant and arrogant, now bad combination that. One thing where I don't learn now. To start with, where are they so? I cannot say anything bad about anybody. Just me alone with Sidonaya.
We are all traumatized.
I get Pula blood. I get Yoruba blood. I get Madinga blood, Soso, I get Limba. I able to trace all them connections in my family.
I think we'll
get then I get local. I get local.
Take one call. Yes, sir. How are you, sir? Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
Creole a blessing.
That they're not the real.
Okay, they hear me, eh?
I just want to make be a small take about Larra because I think the 9 account today as the main topic.
Yes.
Well, it's just like when they look at voting and do and foresee all the nonsense where they go on a salon. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, my brother. Welcome.
The thing here is, as I talk about, say again, where the country not get a general focus, a general agenda, now so it be because if these people now this then get a southeastern government a regional government, you feel say then go see somebody where they stand up for accountability, they say no pull and commodity.
Well, that's why the last time I've been saying, "Let's do decentralization."
They're not good one.
They're not good one.
Not good one. Now, because of this mentality, say now we so now the other person they not a part of we. Now you see some people then they do something deliberately wrong, then they dance on top of that. How you go sleep? How you go as a parliamentarian? You go sit down, you'll be happy. Say the man who is preside over this issue, yeah, he corrupt the parliament to take out human inside there for can work. That same man, then I go preside over something.
Sylvia talk something today where I go with. Let's see how parliament correct. He said, let us do maths. With last year, yeah.
I want us on that day because I know nobody no pick on that. Me from the day when Mother Bio say they count this in a parliament, I know say again we in mass where they do count this thing inside it.
You see, I don't share them. Sylvia say, let us do maths. There are 13 paramount chiefs members of parliament, 79 SLPP members present today. So if we have 100 MPs voted yes, it means at least 8 APC MPs voted.
This is why I'm coming to. This is why I'm coming to. This is why I'm coming to. Mr. Jallo, this man no will bring because under normal circumstances he lose that vote.
Yes.
But this man he get Usai be mass. Why he count this vote? Because it will be an embarrassment to Ramposé. He count this year in a parliament, he can't lose that vote.
Exactly.
Well, you know, Ribin Kailu talk say on no account where MBCAO, you know, they pull MP in a parliament. Now, if for make that decision, they all the party.
Today,
yeah, I said I'm correct today.
Yes, today Imran. Anyway, let's just home the point what I want.
Yes, I'm brother.
Yeah. The thing is that I want to forget about the politics that happen about the factions in the AP.
It's beyond politics, Mr. Toure. Yes. It's beyond politics.
Yes. Now I want to know, Marabio, this, I mean, I will stand on this point why they say this. It makes us say like one have been by the judge them. Marabio bought those people with a lot of money. You know why? Waiting there at stake is too much. The money where Marabio and people them, they not embezzle on this COVID. Wait, one day they not talk about them. We shall get the money, we shall care and go, how much money they get. So Larra being venture being beside this year, all can begin. Now that timber where it being one audit.
Yes, exact. Now you hit the nail in the head.
Yes.
People think it's because of those tickets at State House. It's not. Now that timber issue.
That thing by issue with this COVID.
Exactly.
Because then we talk say let them audit them for this COVID.
Yes.
But nine the people in Christ say no, it's not possible. Because they want out the law for selling no audit. Then they say okay, what it for be? Let them audit where the COVID done. Then if you say COVID no they done. Now COVID done, they're not talking nothing about them. So if Larra for come back, that COVID and that timber, if for come take over that audit.
Exactly.
So they not take that money there. If you say them people in go the poverty me from let me tell you now, from the day where I go talk say, well, let Marabio then let them withdraw this year. I know she not get confidence over MP them. Why you not get confidence over them? Because if them money they give them 500 million leos, nobody no go drop that money there or they go even get $1 billion if they want.
Almost $1 billion don't come up on that forestry thing there. That timber.
No, now the time for say. If I not time for say, if you give one parliamentarian $1 billion, you buy that, then 10 then we don't buy. You give them $1 billion, you don't give them 10 billion. What is that in comparison to how much then they get for that timber, how much then they get for that COVID? People know this. Salon people know they analyze things them. Now don't talk about ticket. Then ticket and they know to then get the problem. The main problem is accountability of the main money.
My brother, you are so right.
Now I just want to make a put on the table. Many people because any side they go and they put this on the table. People for you read this. This is not about ticket.
My brother, if you pull on the table now, for they put on the roof now, the roof of the house.
Imran, you're not caffeine.
That's true. Me man, you for they come join we one temp and this year, allow would they talk. You know, man, I let you. You know what I let you? You they look beyond tribe. You they look beyond region. You they look beyond religion. You know, man, where I see clear love for your country inside you, and you know who that you be. You're not a shalat. Yeah, God bless you, bro.
Now we focus from the table where they see me as Sierra Leonean. Now that I don't sign up for. Now I make all the time what they talk central. Now that's my own vision.
Me, I not care about no political party. I not care about no
No,
politician. I
no,
care about Sierra Leone.
no.
I
no,
don't
that-
talk over and over, say Sierra Leone. We, the ordinary people, them, now we depend party politics. The politicians, and then at the stratosphere. Up na the stratosphere, na contract, na business, na osusu for shape, then spoil, and they are not interested in the things that what would they talk about. Now, would they pan APCSL people?
They're not
Politicians
interested.
are not interested in that.
So let's move away from that. Let's move away from talking APCSL people. Let's begin talk Sierra Leone.
And they away from that.
And what Imran talks so this party business, what they don't succeed in, they don't can make sure say people they don't worship them political party they are.
Yes.
So therefore, they do anything apart from as long as there's a political party, this then go just dance with them.
Yeah.
Because they don't make sure they don't put the ideology in them. Say SLPP now we own, APC now we own. So now the APC people and do bad thing. Oh, look at it, what did happen at the APC? The sincerity is not in at the party.
Nothing.
Not a day. So what did happen? That faction, that day faction, and let's say that post they do bad. They no question no. No questions. He right. They just the Allah. With the other faction back. The other faction.
Like I mean, no, you so I wouldn't talk about something. Hey, but that man is me man. Just let fan give me. I go talk to her. I agree.
The solution now been discussed last week. And do you have Mr. Toure?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Fode Toure.
Yes, sir.
January, Awale, we discussed this thing about decentralization.
And if we didn't have the platform.
And how we go make Sierra Leone efficiently governed.
Exactly.
Hey, one thing I want to let we know. We are stakeholders in Sierra Leone and better stakeholders than some of these politicians. We people them now the correct knowledge then lack. If they get the correct knowledge, they are going to force change. We don't need for take another war to Sierra Leone. When awareness then at the society, I swear to God, Bokutin they done. Bokutin the change naturally. Now lack of awareness, now in our problem. And that's what this platform is about. Bringing awareness to the people.
How you know you say.
La just makes a small point. We talk about awareness.
Mhm.
How you go talk about awareness where the people have been galvanized ethnically?
I am going to find a way to get the resources for translate some of them. I can convert all them videos here into audio.
Yeah.
Now the resources are not getting enough it, but when the resources begin come, they translate them here into audios in the key national languages and circulate them. Education is not English language.
No.
Oh, not at all.
If we people begin hearing some of them discussion here, how they do so now, the Mami language, they understand them. It gradually change the mentality in society.
Let me tell you again one thing. Say we get interest for let's alone become efficiently managed.
Mhm.
Now make you see people and within the other platform they win 200,000 people in the joint day. Then they talk about APC and SLPP the whole night. Where you make a kind of educative program, like even me, why they talk to una so I don't tell you the other time, say, I'm so busy now my life, say for that, even I'm not busy, now inside kitchen at this so why they listen to una till they all.
Mhm.
So now where I come talk, I can't inside the living room. Because this is very educated. Any day every day they add on top of which I not be savvy before. Today they tell me about that man in Guinea. Tell that story where he pulled today. So I've never heard about it. You see? But people are not interested in this kind of things. Then they can't sit down to talk about the APC, SLPP business. We're not getting no side for where we go. We don't talk about this thing for 61 years or 63 years. We don't go no side. Why we not begin focus there? Now, if this thing, like how you talk, this thing begin going on radio or TV, for make you try for change people their mind, say, that possible way they go support. Like let us say this no election come, they cook for them every day. As they don't cook for them every day, don't forget their problem for the past 5 years. Now just for go vote.
Let me tell you, I have an online radio, but as I say, now the resources, and we have to do things step by step.
You know want for work like a slave, but you want for it like a king. Eh, Salomon, to like a king. And you go get work, but you no land trade. You no land book, you no get salary, now you aid. But you want for speak now as a bed. You know they study, but you want pass. You dey get way where you complain at class.
You know, how to read the thing where we dey talk about. So if we as a people, we're not orientated in who we are, we're not aware of we being who that we be, we're not rooted. Or the paramount chief them, when are we custodian of we culture and tradition, then go put in a parliament. Then they vote for anything when they compare with him, they no one make their money short. Sierra Leone,
You hear the radio just now, eh?
Yes, sir. I be there.
Sierra Leone,
It's step by step. This is a project. And I want people that like now on board. Let we do them step by step. Let we sensitize with people then. This radio will begin to broadcast all these things in local languages. The way we able to send a WhatsApp, we they send them, distribute. That awareness, if the people then get, I swear to God, the politicians and they change their ways.
This thing can talk about them and Creole people. Them. When you want to talk about Bende, you say Navu. You talk about Bangahun.
Navu man too. You
Talk
know.
about
Navu na fulamande na mi cousin.
you talk about Bindi.
The real men they name them na them men they get her.
Yes.
And even the Pamende, then they mix so they get banter them.
You get Kemokai. You get Vangahun. You get Vandi.
You get Lamboy. You know, it's a challenge we have to face. And some of us are ready to face that challenge. Nothing they happen by accident. Everything they happen for a reason and for a time. Whatever they gonna Sierra Leone now, if I tell you now, gentlemen, they hurt me to the level where they say they get grudge. But some of us have to stand up to say what we are saying because we want to limit the extent to which then things there they go. But as a matter of fact, this should give all of us reason for make we begin work towards creating better awareness now in society, for make people they noting the need for know. If people are noting the need for know, plenty of them think they die natural death. Because the few educated people them who don't go into politics, then they use their education or then they misuse their education on we people them. And that now we crisis will get in Sierra Leone. This year then they talk so about this Larra tell up, yes. Do we even have any proof for say not to matter be fund that retreat in Gambia? Huh?
Well, because
do we have any proof say not to inform them?
Because when you look at the proximity,
as a distraction, a matter be
a strong way in there. Fatima come out, and that place there. If you
Fatima not come out Gambia, please.
Fatima,
hold your peace, sir. Fatima in Papana Jabi from Guinea.
Papa, no.
Fatima and auntie Aisata Sila, what they call himself today, Mrs. Thomas. Isata Thomas. Now me college mates na Jala University. The woman study home economics. In brother, now then two been the brother and the sister. The brother, now agriculture he do. Then two, they tell them Kanjala, they not be even sabi talk Creole properly. Now French mostly them be fluent in. They were direct from secondary school in Guinea. But him and Papa, now Guinea come out can see don't know, been there with somebody where they work for. Now the person girl and girl picking for married. Now then Silade from Guinea. And again, no coin. Now step Papa, where Mama been go married to later after.
Mama name Tink. Mama take Tigda. A Tigdanke.
Na Sila.
Uh-huh.
Na Sila.
So anyway, Papa.
Na Konyaka.
Now 12 o'clock they go. We broke now for today because we don't.
Konyaka. We don't can for dre people and not go after Konyaka and Madingo na Fulaman.
Fulaman go after because they pick on.
Anyway, I'm going down the line. Okay, Patrick, we will go talk later. Yes.
I go take your number from Mr. Jallo. We go talk about Argentina within London.
Are you cousin?
I'm my brother. Africa man will not get cousin, will not get that be my brother.
All right, now your brother. I agree.
Bonyandi me akwe. I'm my brother.
Bidi me now. Okay, fumble them. I think we don't come towards the end of today. We kick out the serious thing, but today make a joke towards the end.
Well, everything you get
because we want peace in our country. We want to go before in our country. We hold no grudge. Me and all no grudge for nobody. If you had to thief all the money, they say alone. The only thing, una listen to we, let we make that place. Because one thing I know, the resources we'll get to that country, they exhaust in the next 100 years. So natifo, una don't if they are una come out. We will know, we will advise what thing for do, let revive the country. Sierra Leone has more than enough for every Sierra Leonean. But this way where they go for sustained hate and acrimony, they work for we. That we left that. We don't need for hate we self. If we work together, we'll make more millionaires and billionaires in that country. Sierra Leoneans will begin to invest in their own country. Production will grow. But because of lack of confidence and trust, personally they go fend criminals and for car invest. Then they say they go make iron rod factory. Show me the raw material where then they pull Nasalo for make the iron rod.
If I come out to London now, I decide for relocate any signer, England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland. If I go to the smallest Fakai village, where they get 10 houses, they get post office, they get medical center, they get everything where they need, they get electricity, they get water supply. So they miss nothing. Now that you call a society where they function, they're not selfish. We from what we did at Sierra Leone, where you cheat at, if you're not going to free on a cheat at, go kill you. The services, no, they, also is supposed for day. Everything we want, even newspaper, you get for can free on. If you want for eat fine bread, pass you can free on. Centralize everything at free on. If you want for get X-ray, now free on no more you get for go. It is, the moment that they organize the country, it bad.
And you know the irony about it? The people who they call shake free on a Creole place, and then like for candy. And then they bilos na free on. Creole man no they bilos.
That's all the raw material, Papa.
So they see the bit man there. You come on at home, you can't sit down another man place.
Yes.
You bilos today, you do everything. They cost the man back where you can sit down.
You chief the money land back.
Hey, boy. we
now we they go. They go to 12 o'clock. We will see you now by the grace of God after Christmas.
Well, Santa will go get one program on Wednesday.
Okay.
Because Christmas is oh no. Yes, after Christmas. Sorry.
Yeah.
Christmas is on Wednesday for those who celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
In Scandinavia, the 24th is our holiday, Christmas Eve.
Papa.
After we Christmas come out, so now they celebrate them.
I'm not getting it. They grow it naturally.
No, Christmas, now yeah, it originate. It was an agreement between the Roman Catholics and the Norwegians, Nordic people, for making they use the feast of Nisan as a celebration time. That was how Christmas grew and became a commercialized thing. Jesus was born in April, yeah?
You know what I find out? You know how we get denominations? Through doctrines.
A doctrine.
You know what's in a doctrine?
Now brainwashing.
Brainwash. Because they indoctrinate you for believing the doctrine.
Yes.
That's how they have doctrines. And they do it in Islam, they do it in Christianity.
All over.
Why do you have Sunni? Why do you have Muslim?
Yeah.
Because they get different.
You get Sunni, you get Shiite, you get this, you get that. That's like indoctrination. Believe in God and believe that humanity and everything in existence is part of God. Respect the universe.
Now we close on this doctrine. We will talk about that next time. If doctrines, then what would you follow that religion? You mean indoctrination? Arrest me case. Fumble them. Now we come. Now we go.
Ona. Before they go, I wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
I mean, we come back Monday.
Yeah.
Then we will say that. You say we come back.
Yeah.
Then
but let we give them a message before they go.
Then we'll not go come back till after New Year.
They come Monday.
Then we'll not go come back after New Year.
Do ya? Una be careful of what you know they do during this period. Una be careful. Let God keep way. Let 2025 come. 2025 is coming with a lot of opportunities, but it therefore be a challenging year. So therefore begin tune with mind for face challenges. We are here to face challenges, not to wait for gifts or donations. Because now that then we don't indoctrinate we with. Now that to one pulp and the Sierra Leone mentality. Have a nice evening, have a nice weekend. For the last time on Monday, if not 30 minutes, if we go camp. Monday, say, you know, they can joke him and go to go camper. Must remember all that story, them will all can pull some fun.
You can sing carols.
All right.
Now we on doctrine.
Remember that single them be the sing today. Now yeah, you born where you paper. Now yeah, you go sober. And then they do that salon.
Well, we will also show them some of we folk stories there. What they talk to now they listen. It will be the first time we go sing powder to Tioto. You mama be they tell you say, you papa be they tell you say,
Tranga is not good. Okay, family, a good night. Una get a very nice weekend. Let God keep we all, and then we see the new year and walk in the new year for a better Sierra Leone. Bye-bye.
We pledge love and loyalty to the country salo. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salo. We not for make this country fall. Mama salo. We let we salo. At this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salo. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they buy. We they are, we just a try. This year don't come up and dry eye. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they bye. We there, we just a try. But this year don't come up and dry eye. We pledge we love and loyalty to we country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We salute.
For the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country. For the wreck the country. I guess I carpets, Gaman Keraka, Gaman Konica, Gaman Keraka, Jamucham, Gaman Monica, Kai Bomb, Gaman Konica, 2%. For the wreck the country. For the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country. For the wreck the country. And they go and they beg. Shep. The people that they gen. Then I go shem. They make me get the king and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. Forgive them best scripture. They make me get the king and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. Don't forgive them best scripture.
I hear love and loyalty. So we country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute.
We salute. We salute. As in a place like home,